Same thing with Golden State the other day when Melo rested. Easy. I didn't even watch the freaking game because I knew we stood no chance without Carmelo Anthony. Come on. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. So Allen Iverson recently came out and said something during his, ceremony. Obviously, one of the greatest to ever do it. But in my opinion, he kind of gave a shot at LeBron James, who is the greatest to ever do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some Allen Iverson, and I love me some LeBron James. No hate towards either one of them. Allen Iverson was an icon for me growing up, as long as with all of you guys as well. If you guys were growing up in the same time period I was, in the early 2000s, mid to late 2000s, we were all like in our young years, and then, the teenage years when 2010 comes and things like that. You guys are like that like I am. You guys know Allen Iverson was an absolute cultural icon. He changed everything, right? LeBron James is the same, not really a cultural icon, but a basketball icon, right? So here's the thing. Allen Iverson said, no knock, and this is pretty much what he said. I don't know the exact quote, but he said no knock at any of the newer, younger generation or whatever, but I would have never allowed them to rest me midway through a game. I wouldn't let a sickness or anything like that rest like anything, So when he's giving a knock at LeBron, because there's a big controversy going on right now that LeBron James shouldn't have rested, because there was a story. I don't know how true it is, or if it's true, or just a little bit of it. A little bit of it is true. Supposedly, a kid drove 3 hours to go see LeBron James play, but ultimately he didn't even play, which is obviously, that's upsetting. Like I told you guys about this. Like, that is upsetting. I hate it. That pisses me off. It's frustrating as hell. It is. I mean, could you imagine paying tickets to? And I'll give this example again. I used to go see a Knicks game every single year, right? I haven't gone to see a Knicks game in, I think, 2 years, but recently I've been going to Nets game, switching it up a little bit. So let's say the last Nets game I went to was December 2015, right? I had pretty courtside seats, really good. You can see it on my Instagram. But anyway, which I don't use. So I was at courtside, and, they were playing the Miami Heat. So when they announced Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh, the crowd was going crazy in Brooklyn. That's how much respect the 2003 draft has, right? But I couldn't imagine getting those tickets. My stepdad has season tickets, so it's kind of different. But getting those tickets to go see Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh and for them to not play. Could you imagine? Think about how big of a player D. Wade and Bosh are. Now think about Carmelo. Now also think about LeBron. Could you imagine that? Going to pay $1,000 to get courtside tickets to see LeBron James, or to see Carmelo Anthony, or Kevin Durant, or Stephen Curry, or whoever the hell you look up to, even if it's Mike Conley, whoever the hell it is. Could you imagine spending that much money and not being able to go see him play because he wants to take the day off? 20 games into the season, he's taking a rest? Come on, man. I understand he has the most minutes in NBA history, and this is one of the only times I actually criticize LeBron. This, and when he plays too passive. I hate when he does that. That's so frustrating, right? But you all know how I feel about LeBron. So it frustrates the hell out of me. Like, I'm just like, LeBron, the season just started not even 2 full months ago, and you're already resting. At least play Kyrie, or at least play Kevin Love. Give the fans something to look at. Like, going to that game knowing, Kevin Love, Kyrie, and LeBron, they're not playing. Okay, easy win. Easy win for Memphis. The same thing with Golden State the other day when Melo rested. Easy. I didn't even watch the freaking game because I knew we stood no chance without Carmelo Anthony. I don't care how good Kristaps Porzingis has developed into. Without Carmelo Anthony, this team can't make the playoffs, and that's a fact. So I didn't even watch the Golden State game because that just ruined my night. I was so excited to see Carmelo Anthony go up against Kevin Durant, have Stephen Curry go up against Derrick Rose, who I don't think Derrick Rose played either because of the back injury, and, to have Porzingis do his thing and see Klay Thompson and, Draymond Green, see how good my team has become. But guess what? Melo's resting, so guess what? I didn't even watch the game. You can say, you're not a real Knicks fan. Okay, I was playing 10 hours at the gym, and I came home. I was like, I'm going to stay up for the game. I get a notification, Carmelo Anthony's resting. Guess what? I'm not watching it. I'm going to bed. Why watch it if I know what's going to happen? We got destroyed. We stood no chance. So, Allen Iverson, I agree with him. And this is, obviously AI was in a different situation than LeBron. But still, This is Allen Iverson. He's a warrior. 6-foot guy. Didn't matter who he went up against. Gave it his all and his heart. Which is why he was so hurt by the media. And the media is so disgusting for what they did to him. But that's another topic. Because if I talk about that, we'll be here for hours. What they tried to do to Allen Iverson was absolutely disgusting. They tried to send him to jail for something he didn't do. How the hell, I'm sorry, I said I wasn't going to talk about this, but I have to. How the hell are you going to charge Allen Iverson when there were hundreds of people in that bowling alley? You're going to charge Allen Iverson. You want to know, what is that called? Personal bias or something like that? Perspective? There's some term that if you see someone's face more than you see others, you're going to notice them more than you see other people. That's just the way the brain works. I didn't explain that properly, but that's the way the brain works. Allen Iverson was the most famous high school athlete at the time, football and basketball. So obviously, I saw AI there. AI had to be involved. And you know what else was involved, but I don't even want to go there to why they did it to him. I don't want to even bring race into it because we all know how terrible it was. That was disgusting what they did to AI. But anyway, I agree 100% with Allen Iverson. I don't know if you guys do, but I think AI is on the money on this one because LeBron, there are children out there that are paying thousands of dollars to go see you play. Thousands. Could you imagine? LeBron, you know how it feels. Could you imagine? You grew up poor like a lot of us did. Could you imagine your family saving money for, let's say, 6 months, half a year, just to go see you play, to find out, I'm going to take the day off, I'm going to rest, I'm tired. I understand if it's the end of the season, but come on, LeBron. You don't even have to play a full, rotation. Just play 20 minutes or 15, something. Just give them a show. Give them a dunk or something. That's what we pay for. Come on, man. That's why I always tell people, do not buy tickets for elite teams like the Warriors, the Clippers. I wouldn't say the Clippers. Like top-tier teams that are going to have the top seed, like the Cavaliers or the Golden State Warriors. The reason why I say that is because those two teams, they're going to have the number one seed. So they're not going to play in the last few games of the season. They're superstars. So why get tickets? Get tickets. If you want to go at the end of the year, you want to see some epic games, get tickets to teams that are battling for seeding. Get tickets to see Houston, Oklahoma City, Los Angeles, Memphis, San Antonio. They're all battling. That's going to be epic because they're going to play even harder. Meaning you're going to see an epic performance. Maybe go into overtime. Maybe a clutch shot. Crunch time takeover by, let's say, Chris Paul or James Harden. You never know. Get tickets towards the end. The New York Knicks. You already know if it comes down to, let's say, it's the Knicks versus the Celtics. You already know Melo's going to put up a 40-point game. If it means getting a third seed or a fourth seed, you already know Carmelo's going to put up 40. You already know Isaiah Thomas is going to try and put up 40. Come on. Those are the tickets you want to get. Don't get tickets at the end of the year, man, for elite teams. It doesn't make sense. You're just wasting your money and, wasting your time because, to be honest, unless you actually like the team like I do, I could sit there and, watch a game and okay, you know what? Melo's not playing. All right, I'll still watch it, but I didn't watch it that time because I was tired, but still, I would have stayed up if he played, but I already knew we stood no chance, But, it's come on. I'll give you another example. One time, I went to go get tickets I got tickets to see Oklahoma City versus the New York Knicks in 2013, sometime spring 2013. Now, I don't remember, actually, was it 2013? I think it was. This was Carmelo's MVP year and Kevin Durant's MVP year when they were both dominating. I think this was 2012, 2013. I had Thunder versus Knicks tickets, and Melo didn't play. I think Melo didn't play, and I also think Kevin Durant didn't play. I know Melo didn't play. I'm not too sure about Kevin Durant. But what was epic? One of my favorite games was Knicks versus Cavs when the Knicks finally secured their playoff spot for the first time in a decade. When Melo was there, that was epic. And I saw a young Kyrie Irving. But yeah, man. So just be careful where you get your tickets because when you get your tickets for, because it's sort of like a scam, to be honest. Because let's be real. Are you going to pay $1,000 to go see Kevin Love play? Come on. Are you going to pay $1,000 to see Kyrie Irving play? Possibly. Possibly Kevin Love. But are you going to pay $1,000 to see LeBron James play? Hell yeah. Are you going to pay $1,000 to see Carmelo play? Hell yeah. Dwyane Wade? Hell yeah. Etc., etc., etc. Stephen Curry, by the way, that dude is about to get paid, but I'll leave that for a separate video. But you guys know what I'm talking about, man. It's so ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that, he sat out. I'm sorry. This is the one time I actually get upset about it, but it's true. He should not have sat out that game. And to be honest, they should be forced to play, in my opinion. I know it works for the Spurs and things like that, but come on, man. People are paying to see you play. At least give them a show. You don't have to play full rotation. Just play 10, 15, or 20 minutes. Because if that ever happened to me, I would make a video about it. Not like my voice matters anyway. I'm out of here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been Steve. Peace.